And here we go again. Another Chef Jeff specialty. No mistakes in the kitchen. Today we're going to make some chicken, noodles, broccoli, cheese in the slow cooker. Now, most of the stuff you've seen me make, it's usually a one pan and done kind of thing. This one we actually have to cook the noodles. We have to cook them before we put them in the slow cooker. But you still want them a little al dente, which is not fully cooked, right? So that way when they're in the slow cooker, they cook a little bit more and then they're ready. And if you put them in al dente, instead of fully cooked, they won't be overcooked. I think I said that right. Anyway, let me bring you in, show you the ingredients. Real simple. I'm gonna have to dice up some, cube up some chicken breasts, put those in there, a couple cans of, let me just bring you in and show you what I got. All right, so I will be adding a little bit of seasoning and some garlic. I am not using one of those Lipton soup things that everybody seems to put in some sort of crock pot recipe. But anyway, I've just got some Fiesta blend cheese because we are going to have ourselves a rocking good time. I got some broccoli florets. I actually have 2 bags of these. I'm not sure if I'm going to need 1 or 2. Some delicious egg noodles, and these were buy one get one free. They're absolutely delicious. I don't know if I'm going to put those on top or not, but they're good, so I might do that. A couple cans of cream of chicken soup and some delicious chicken breasts. And I think that's it. Yeah, really not a lot to it, but I am going to have to get the noodles ready off to the side. So I'm going to go ahead and cube up some chicken breasts. I'm not using all of these. One thing you want to keep in mind is you really want to try and cube these to about the same size. That way they cook to the same consistency. Now me, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut them up however the heck I want. And if, as long as they're all cooked, I don't really care. So let me get back to you after I get the chicken in the soup in the crock pot. Let's get it going. And boom, just like that, chicken is all diced up. I threw in some garlic. You know I got to use my Tony because that stuff is amazing. I don't even know what's in there, but it's good. Threw some other chimichurri kind of whatever I had in the cabinet. That's what I threw in there. I'm going to put this, I'm going to stir it up, and I'm going to cook this on high for about 2 hours. And after the 2 hours, I'm going to check it. I think I'm going to wait till I'm going to probably do it for 4 hours. And I think at about the 3 hour mark is when I'm going to add the noodles and the broccoli and maybe the cheese at the last hour. Or should I do 4 hours on low? I'm not real sure. Now I'm going to do 2 hours on high right now, see where that gets us. If I got to adjust it, whatever. Because you know what? I didn't make a mistake. You might make a mistake. I'm not making any mistakes. That's what I'm going to do, and that is the right thing to do. So I've got everything cut up. Am I good to go? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's turn it on. Just wanted to say, if you're curious how much I'm using here, that was 2 cans of the cream of chicken soup, and this is 3 breastises. But they were really large breastises from Publix. I don't know where they got their chickens, but that was a big one. All right, now you know. And just like magic, we are at the 2-minute mark. Everything is going really well. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it another 2 hours on high. So I know I was kind of jumbling around there before, but I did 2 hours on high. And the noodles aren't quite ready. I'll probably give them about another 5 minutes before I put them in. But then I'll do another 2 hours on high. And I will add the broccoli at the 1 hour, at the 3 hour mark, I guess you could say. And probably the cheese. I really don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take for the cheese to melt and whatever. I guess I'll have to figure that out. I'm just kind of coming up with this. I didn't really Google anything this time. A lot of my recipes, I see something online and I like it. But the noodles are noodling, and if you're curious, it was a 16-ounce bag. Now, you can probably tell I'm not great with portions. That's a lot of noodles. And it doesn't look like so much chicken, but if it really comes out to where there's not enough chicken, then I'll just have to dirty another pan, even though that is against my religion. It's one of the 12 sins, but I can just cook up another breast of chicken off to the side and toss it in there and mix it up. But yeah, I guess I'll be back in another hour, maybe. We'll see, but hang in there. And the noodles are in, they're ready, and yeah, wow, that's a lot of noodles, right? I'm still not sure if I'm gonna add another breast of chicken or not. Once I add that broccoli in there, this is gonna be a massive amount of food. I'm gonna have to invite somebody over. Hey, if you're interested in coming over and trying some of this out, go ahead and drop me a comment, let me know. I don't know if I should give out my address. You know, I got people commenting all the time trying to stalk me and everything. And I don't even know if I want to tell anybody I'm in Tampa, Florida. So that probably wouldn't be a good idea. But all right, let's get it back. 2 more hours on high. Let's see what happens. All right, so we're now at the 3-hour mark. And, you know, you guys that use a slow cooker all the time, feel free to let me know some stuff. So I've been on 3 hours on high. Maybe I should have added some chicken broth or something. There, you know, some of the noodles and everything, it is burned on the side, which obviously you can just clean it. This is 2 packs of the frozen broccoli. I think my portion control, my portions are just way out of control on this. I almost think I've got too much food in the slow cooker right now, even though there is a little bit more room. I think I probably should have used, with the amount of chicken that I used, I probably should have used half of that bag of noodles. And then I would probably be sitting right about where I need to. But I am here, and I'm going to go ahead and put some cheese on top, put the lid back on, maybe another 30 minutes or so. Yeah, we got to do that, and then I'll come back. All right, so I did another 45 minutes on highs for a total of 3 hours and 45 minutes on high. And let me just bring you in and take a look. I added a little extra cheese on top, and those crunchy fried onion things are really good. So I'm going to go ahead and take a bite. I'm going to let it cool off a little bit. Also, I've got a buddy of mine, another OG buddy, Jack Jackson. Back in high school, we called him the Jackster. No, that's not true. We didn't call him that. But anyway, he does barbecue, and I think he kind of has his own business or something to that. But he wins a lot of contests doing barbecue, and he was thinking about maybe doing a collaboration. The 2 of us doing a barbecue kind of thing together, whatever, something like that. So let me know if you guys like barbecue. If you do, let me know, give it a thumbs up, comment. Maybe you have a certain barbecue you like, pork, ribs, whatever it might be. Let me know, and maybe we'll do that. But let me give this a taste. Let me try and get a piece of chicken here. Oh, I got a lot of cheese. I think anything with cheese is good. The cheese, the crunchy onions. I like broccoli, so that was good. So again, I'll tell you, my portion's way off. I probably should have only used about a half a bag of that pasta. I think with the 3 chicken breasts, a half a bag of the pasta, the 2 bags of the broccoli, I think that would have been perfect. But you'll all get eaten anyway. But drop a comment, give it a try. Let me know what you think. No mistakes in the kitchen. Chef Jeff out.